Okay, first story, Munich. What is going on over there?
Well, apparently there's a shopping center. Someone shot some people. We're thinking maybe more than 5. Someone got shot in Munich.
Okay,
Gavin.
hearing between 1 and 15. I got to be honest, and I feel totally ashamed of this. I am becoming numb. I don't really care. And in a way, with Merkel, I sort of feel like, hey, Germany, you brought this upon yourself.
Well, you're sexist. Because she's a woman. Come on, man. Come on.
Actually, that is kind of why. All right, next. Pokemon, what's that say?
Pokestops may be actually better than Pokemon.
We're so addicted to video games, the only way we can get people to go outside is to make outside into a video game.
At least they're getting some vitamin D.
All right, it works. And you know what? These Pokestops are generating money for the economy. If that's actually kind of an inspiring...
It's a little capitalism, yeah.
We can be total video game retards, and we still manage to make something happen. Next. Quickly, quickly, quickly.
Former KKK Grand Wizard, David Duke.
Ooh, the boogeyman of American politics. David Duke was in the KKK in 1967. Robert Byrd left it, I think, in the 50s. That's a 10-year gap. No one talks about Democrat Robert Byrd, but all we hear about is Trump didn't disavow David Duke.
If you age 20 years and have cancer, that's how you're going to look.
That will be me in 20 years. I'm politically headed that way.
You're not going to live for 20 years.
Although, the problem with David Duke is he's a little too obsessed with anti-Semitism, especially in Louisiana. I mean, you got bigger fish to fry. All right, next.
He's the best thing to happen to Louisiana since Hurricane Katrina. All right, he's the funniest gifts and memes to come from the RNC. That's bad guys behind him.
Stupid.
They're making fun of him coming out, Cleveland.
Good.
I like that. That's good.
Melania. Now, have you heard this theory?
She's copied from her.
It is very curious that an entire paragraph was plagiarized. Some are saying that it was done on purpose, so your brain goes First Lady Melania, First Lady Michelle, First Lady Melania. It was a brainwashing.
We might be that stupid. That could work, yeah.
Suspicious.
We could be that stupid. That could work. That could work.
All right, next. And that's what that picture's doing. All right, let's do this one, the Defenders.
Defenders are the TV version of the Avengers. Like when you go on Netflix, you get the Defenders. They're like Jessica Jones, Daredevil, the Punisher. They're the Defenders versus the Avengers that make more money on the big screen.
Look, you're more American than me. You were born here. Aren't you embarrassed that your people are adults who watch superhero movies?
No one grows up anymore.
It's
unlike us.
Infantilization. We're the only adults in the room, and we're juvenile. All right, next. Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, yeah, these are celebrity tweets of the week. We've got Wiz making fun of Pokemon. Oh.
Chris Rock is apparently incredibly short.
Yes, we've learned that because he's right next to Tom Cruise, and they're about the same size.
Keep going, keep going. Boring, boring, boring. Oh, look at this.
Oh, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart loves hardware stores. He's in Britain, which is the worst hardware store country in the world.
By the way, you know how he loves hardware stores? He did it in all caps. I love hardware stores. You don't even need to put an exclamation point in that.
Trying to sound working class. All right, next. Look at that sword. It's got 3 hammers in it. In Home Depot, there's an entire hammers section that has at least 100. Next.
I thought it was pronounced Home Depot. All right, Cowboys rookie Ezekiel Elliott accused of domestic abuse.
Sensitive content coming up. Don't they have porn stars on Twitter?
No, maybe that's next for him. All right, he's #1 draft pick for, and she went on Instagram to show her wounds rather than going to the cops. What do you think of that?
I think that really disturbs me. When women want money or attention or something instead of going through police channels, it shows that they don't want to get the guy. They just want it's sick and wrong. And other victims of abuse should be furious at this trivialization of domestic violence. And by the way, go back. Did we do the WNBA yet? They've got some violence things.
It's coming up. I think it's next. And we got clockwise.
WNBA. Here we go. So they're wearing these anti-violence T-shirts.
Yes.
I don't think a game is the place for this. Black Lives Matter is in libraries. You go buy a turkey sandwich. It's a Black Lives Matter sandwich. This doesn't belong there. But if you do care about violence, why don't you talk about the NBA? Why don't you talk about organized sports?
I don't know why your voice went so high with that. What about the NHL? You're just going to keep going more sports? It's getting more high pitch?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's go to the next one.
Well, what are you fucking doing? What are you care so much about organized sports? All right, next.
Jon Stewart getting angry last night.
He's mad. Look at what someone isn't enjoying retirement, huh? Let's see this.
I saw a lot of people on the convention floor in Cleveland with their Blue Lives Matter rhetoric who either remained silent or actively fought against the 9/11 First Responders Bill reauthorization. I see you and I see you.
You're bullshit. Look at this when he pulls back. Okay, here's the deal with this guy, and this is why I don't like him. It was a funny dude. He did get that bill passed.
Great. That's a good thing.
Yes, the asbestos in their lungs, whatever. Then it made him crazy, and he turned into Moses, and he's like, I can change the laws. And he got too big for his britches. He thought he was a law god, and that killed the humor. Then he leaves. He tries to get into politics. They won't have him, and now he's running to other shows going, I passed a law. Where were you?
And he's confirming my theory that every time a talk show host retires, they end up looking like Gavin. Beard-wise.
They become attractive. They'd become melt in your mouth gorgeous.
Wasn't saying that.
I'm pretty sure you did. Look at this. Colorado's.
Dennis Green, dead. He's an NFL coach. He's dead.
This one first.
All right.
Colorado town's water supply tainted with weed chemicals.
Little town called Hugo. THC is in the water. Are we shocked by this, Gavin?
No. Did you know how water gets tainted?
Tell me.
A man will remove his bottoms, both his underwear and his pants. He will squat down in the water supply and only let the area between his scrotum and his anus touch the water.
Different taint. Different taint.
Tainted
This is why we need to talk before we do this.
Weed. When you call your weed guy, what do you ask for? Dennis Green.
Oh, that's a strain. By the way, R.I.P. How dare you? This man just died.
Well, how dare Twitter? Look at what he's remembered for.
That one soundbite, and he was talking about the BEARS.
They are who we thought they were.
He predicted ISIS. He predicted Muslim intolerance for our culture all those years ago. Congratulations.
Those were just words.
I want to smoke a blunt of you just as
Rita Ora will be hosting the reboot, a word we love. Will be hosting the reboot of America's Top Model.
Okay, all I heard you just say right there is tits, 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 tits.
That's all I was seeing. I want to do horrible things to her. And I know that's a bold statement.
I want to fall asleep on her tits for longer than Rumpelstiltskin.
I like her so much, I want to fall asleep on you falling asleep on her tits.
If you had kissed her tits, I would make out with you, hoping to get some.
Oh, just get a little essence. Yes, absolutely. I would pass that on to you, like Zika. All right, George Harrison's estate is offended by the GOP's use of "Here Comes the Sun." Gavin, what does this mean? He's dead.
New rule: you're not allowed to be offended when you're dead.
All right.
People have no rights. It's the same as animals. If you can't say "I'd like rights," then you may not have rights. That includes the mute. No rights for the mute. That's a Judas Priest album, No Rights for the Mute.
Oh, that was one of the best ones.
Scenes from Donald Trump's America. What do we got?
It's probably going to be bad. Kids being in politics. What do you think of that?
Pet peeve. I don't like that. I'm pro-life, I'm pro-Trump, but I don't like seeing a little kid. I'm glad I wasn't an abortion.
Wouldn't you like to have a pet named Peeve, though? I would like to say that I have a pet, like a dog or something named Peeve.
I have a pet peeve. What is it?
That would be adorable.
I told you, peeve. It's like
welcome to Peeve. People would have a fun chuckle, and I'd be the delight of the dog park.
Boring.
I still think it's Kristen Wiig.
Is this more superheroes?
Yes.
Jesus, what is?
Welcome to the world we live in.
More superheroes.
Chris Pine.
People talk about how they hug on Killing Time. We really are in the future. Aren't we so affluent that we can discuss how different celebrities hug?
Yeah, maybe things aren't that bad. If this is like something that is a topic, why not?
Is this Rome? No wonder Nero's playing his fiddle. That's... Okay, sports. What does this mean?
All right, this running back, we're not sure what, but we can assume that it's marijuana because he's been tested positive for it many times before. What do you think of that?
BS!
Why? My initials or bullshit?
It's an unenhancing drug.
It is not. Yes, it is.
Especially football, where you're freaking out about confrontation.
Helps with the pain.
Everyone else that played with him should be fined because they had an enhancement drug called not being a high on marijuana.
But let's face it, they were probably high too.
No, they were.
It's the NFL.
They were sober as judges, and this guy was sketching out with his ball going.
How to nail a job interview, some fun little things here. And it's just fun little quotes about job interviews.
No, that's
Let's get to your favorite guy.
Stop!
This guy.
Johnny's son always nails it. This little Asian man is the robot who has the algorithm down for all jokes. It says on your resume that you're good at saying unexpected things. Yes, I am. But I thought you were going to say something unexpected. Oh, wow, you're good. He took the formula that they were using and just nailed it perfectly.
Did he turn it on its head? Did he turn it on its head?
No.
Did he flip it and reverse it?
He didn't flip it and reverse it. He nailed it perfectly. We're talking too long. Get back. What's this?
Oh, IOC says 45 athletes have failed Olympics doping retests. Which country do you think that could possibly be?
Russia.
Are you talking about the motherland?
I'm talking about Russia, where they are soulless robots who don't believe in anything but winning.
This is a Western conspiracy. I'm sure they're fine.
Relax, communists. It's just a game. Why do you have to ruin everything?
Technically, they haven't been communists since '89, but well, let's
They're
go.
communists. Go back. They're genetically communists. They killed all the non-communists. It's like China. Mao wiped out anyone interesting. Baltimore accidentally hosted its own running of the bulls. I don't see anyone running.
I don't see it. I see them loitering. The loitering of the bulls.
see a
Are they
bull.
selling
I
drugs?
see a bull panting.
Yeah, they could get a ticket for that. You're not allowed to loiter right there.
Total bull.
That is an episode of The Wire I would not watch.
All right,
All right. All right. This is temperatures are at 127 degrees Fahrenheit in Iraq. Gavin, this is why I tell you, stop going to Iraq. Doesn't seem like it's that great.
You don't understand how fun it is, especially in that place where everyone dies, Islamabad. It's really wonderful this time.
See, you're not making it sound wonderful.
No, you bring eggs and you make the most delicious brunches on your face just by lying on the sidewalk. This is why, by the way, Jesus had that weird little potato sack diaper.
Because
that's all you can wear there.
It kind of makes sense. All right,
What are
yeah.
we doing? Why are we pretending that's a good place to live? Folks, thank you for tuning in to Twitter Moments with Bill and Gavin.
Thanks for having me.
Did you like that? Okay, check it out. I got a whole comedy show called How's It Going, Eh? You just have to click right here to subscribe.